My regrets that the Chief Minister couldn't make it since he's in Gujarat for the swearing in ceremony of the Chief Minister there. So as we take things ahead, let me formally put certain things down so that the media takes it right. Goa's tourism sector is a large source of revenue for the state. The tourism industry in Goa directly contributes to 16.43% towards the state's gross domestic product and also provides employment to nearly 35% of the state's population. The government of Goa is firmly focused on quality tourism. As the tourism season picks in Goa, we are gearing up to welcome the tourists from all around the world. We are expecting unprecedented tourist numbers in the first season that opens fully after the COVID pandemic. The government of Goa is committed to building infrastructure which will enable Goa and international travelers to flourish. With the new international airport at Mopa, which has just opened yesterday, inaugurated yesterday, will commence operation somewhere around 5th of January. When we talk about Rediscover Goa, the theme which Airbnb has taken up, Goa today talks about rediscovering life. I think the theme of we taking things ahead post-pandemic, there have been a lot of learnings post-pandemic, and we have realized that Goa is not only about sun, sand and sea, but much more. And that type of tourism which has come in to add to our theme of rediscover life, I think it's a welcome step the Airbnb has taken to talk about Rediscover Goa. Rediscover Goa, hosted by Airbnb in collaboration with Goa Tourism Department, is a week-long celebration of Goa's vast cultural diversity beyond its beaches and dazzling nightlife. Goa has a rich and unique cultural identity. Rediscover Goa will seek to celebrate Goa's local art, nature, biodiversity, culture, cuisine and architecture, events and experiences which include live performances by local musicians, tours, heritage walks, art exhibitions, regional food kiosks, among others. These experiences and events which are a part of the Rediscover Goa align closely with the goals of the Government of Goa for tourism in the state, namely to expand the reach of responsible tourism which includes homestay tourism in areas such as wellness, adventure, eco and spiritual tourism to the hinterlands and remote areas of Goa, promoting entrepreneurship, particularly women entrepreneurship being among them. The partnership with Airbnb and Goa Tourism Department. Rediscover Goa is the first event as Government of Goa and Airbnb enter into a more wide-ranging partnership. To this end, the Government of Goa is entering into an MOU with Airbnb to jointly promote Goa as one of the most sought-after high-quality tourism destinations in India and around the world. Our partnership with Airbnb is aimed at encouraging travel to unique and lesser-known destinations in Goa and promoting diverse and high-quality homestay, adventure, wellness, eco and spiritual tourism. The COVID-19 pandemic has had a big impact on the people and communities of Goa, and we believe this partnership will provide more entrepreneurship and job opportunities, not only for our people and communities, but also provide opportunities for citizens engaged in the tourism industry to upskill themselves in order to provide higher quality and more attractive tourism offerings in the state. Such a community-led, self-sustaining business model is beneficial for the people of Goa, including homestay owners, local communities, and most importantly, tourists. We are happy to have Airbnb as a partner with us to conduct workshops and seminars to train homestay hosts and bread and breakfast on the owners on the importance of responsible tourism, build host capacity, create awareness on the requirements for hosting in the state while continuing to develop the homestay sector. We also look forward to an exchange of information with Airbnb on best practices and standard operating procedures relating to developing the homestay sector in a responsible manner in Goa. In today's world, data and information are critical to making policy decisions and ensuring that the tourism sector and Goa's economy as a whole are more resilient. Insights and trends from Airbnb on bookings, duration of stays, tourist origins, and will help us to put our best foot forward in making critical governance and policy decisions on infrastructure planning and resource allocation for tourism. We congratulate Airbnb for working with local communities in Goa to enhance the capacity of hospitality entrepreneurships and promote a homestay ecosystem in the state. This aligns with our vision of innovation and growth in decision making, improving processes involved for all stakeholders and making tourism as a key economic pillar for Goa. Homestays has been one of the subjects which has been in the priority list as far as Goa is concerned. We have always been talking about sun, sand and the sea. Being an IT minister, we have added software to it, and we are talking about getting the concepts of digital nomads in the state. We are working closely with the center where we are able to get the policies in terms of digital nomad visas, where roughly about 46 countries in the world have already gone ahead with. And if we are able to successfully do it, then we build up the first ecosystem in the country as far as digital nomads is concerned. These digital nomads have evolved post-pandemic. Pandemic was a time when work from home, that culture started. And I think Goa took these opportunities out of this adversity. Work from Goa became a concept, and hashtag Vacation Goa became something which we have started with. So as we start promoting technology and start building a talent pool and building this community in the state, these type of people normally complement tourism by going a big way in homestays. We try to build up the homestays through a proper policy. We are almost in the last stage of announcing our homestay policy, which will be maybe coming the next fortnight. That policy will give incentives to every person who would like to get involved in a homestay. So as we start incentivizing this homestay concept, where every person mostly in the rural communities get a chance to enhance their livelihood, put the things together. Homestay normally complements very strongly the women in the house. So it's more of women empowerment which we are able to put our foot across and give them a shoulder to move things ahead. As we start moving that, local communities normally earn because of the promotion of local cuisine, local stuff which is there within the people who come there. So as the tourist comes and gets to know our culture, gets to know our tradition, comes to know about our food, there are a lot of more learnings which will happen. And as we start getting these things together, Airbnb has a role to play, because putting up the right SOPs, putting up the right trainings, ensuring the qualities are maintained, and we have the right way to move ahead. I think partnering with Airbnb, Goa Tourism has just started. So as we congratulate them and we talk about rediscovering life, and Airbnb talks about rediscovering Goa, I think it's going to be a lot more to see in terms of not only sun, sand and sea, but a lot in terms of seeing about wellness, which we have had a All India Institute of Ayurveda open yesterday in the state at the hands of the Prime Minister. We have had the Mopa International Airport, which will get a lot of more traffic coming for different ways, different thoughts. So when we start talking about wellness, we start talking about eco-tourism, we start talking about homestay, we start talking about adventure, we start talking about foodie culture, and also talking about a culture and tradition. There's also something called a spiritual tourism, which we have added in the feather of tourism, which allows every person to come and maybe inculcate their own thoughts, but at the same time take advantage of these homestays, which will allow them to have and rediscover much more of Goa than what they have seen. I wish Airbnb all the very best. I'm sure we have a long way to go, and we look equally for a support post the MOU to build up the story of a new Goa, which we say rediscover life. Thank you.
Let's keep the claps going. Little more. One more round of applause. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, sir. On behalf of Airbnb, and I think all our hosts, people who are part of the local communities here, all Goa lovers like me, thank you so much for everything that you're doing here. It makes Goa definitely that one destination all of us have on